Meghan Markle and Prince Harry to marry on May 19. Save the date. Meghan and Harry to marry on May 19, the same day as the FA Cup final, Kensington Palace reveals. The couple have chosen FA Cup final date to walk down the aisle at Windsor. Harry and Meghan break protocol by choosing Saturday so public can see it. But May 19 confirms that there will be no extra bank holiday for British workers. Conflict as Prince William will be Harry's best man but is also president of the FA. The Suits star, 36, will be baptized and confirmed by COF before May ceremony. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry will marry on May 19 at Windsor Castle's famous St. George's Chapel, it was revealed today. The couple have chosen to ignore royal tradition and walk down the aisle on a Saturday so more people in the UK and across the globe can watch on TV or even come to Berkshire on their wedding day. A royal aide told Mail Online today, they remain hugely grateful for the messages of support they have received from people all over the world. But football fans are bemused because they will wed on FA Cup final day even though Harry's best man Prince William is FA president and usually presents its famous trophy to the winners at Wembley. The date means Harry and his fiancée will not to marry on a bank holiday weekend, which had been demanded by many working Britons who'd like an extra day off in 2018. And May 19 ensures that the wedding will not overshadow the birth of the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge's third child in April and allow Kate the time to recover. Last night the Mail revealed the Archbishop of Canterbury will marry Prince Harry and divorcee Meghan, in another sign of changing royal and religious mores. In a radio interview yesterday, Justin Welby declined to say whether he would officiate at the service, saying only that it was up to them. But the Mail understands that he has, in fact, already agreed to marry the couple in St. George's Chapel at Windsor Castle in May. The Suits star, 36, will be baptized and confirmed before the ceremony at St. George's Chapel in the grounds of Windsor Castle. May 19 is an inauspicious day for one former royal because it was when Anne Boleyn was beheaded on the orders of Henry VIII at the Tower of London in 1536. Royal weddings usually take place on a weekday. The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge wed on a Friday and the Queen on a Thursday. Kate's sister Pippa married on May 20 this year. The wedding falls on the day of the 2018 FA Cup final. As president of the Football Association, Harry's older brother the Duke of Cambridge usually attends the high-profile match and presents the trophy. But this year, William, who is tipped to be Harry's best man, looks likely to be otherwise engaged with wedding duties. Commenting on the fixture clash, an FA spokesman said, Saturday, May 19 promises to be a wonderful day with such a special royal occasion being followed by English football's showpiece event, the Emirates FA Cup final. With millions coming together to watch both events at home and around the world, it will be a day to celebrate. Harry and Meghan's engagement was announced by the Prince of Wales on November 27, with Harry saying he was thrilled to be marrying the Suits star, admitting he knew she was the one from the first day we met. In the sunken garden at Kensington Palace last month, Meghan showed the world her engagement ring designed by Harry himself, containing 2 diamonds from Princess Diana's own personal collection set in a gold band. The prince proposed in early November after getting permission from the Queen and Meghan's parents. They had been engaged for almost a month before announcing the news. Royal protocol dictated that fifth in line to the throne Harry had to ask his grandmother the Queen for permission to marry, and she agreed in the month where she celebrated her own 70th wedding anniversary. Harry revealed a year ago he had fallen for the actress after a 4 to 6 month secret relationship. The prince and his American fiancée, who divorced her first husband in 2013, will move into Nottingham Cottage in the grounds of Kensington Palace next door to his brother William and sister-in-law Kate. The wedding will come about a month after the due date of the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge's third child. Harry also asked Meghan's parents Thomas Markle and Doria Ragland, who divorced when their daughter was 6, for her hand in marriage before popping the question. Meghan Markle made history this week after the Queen took the unprecedented step of inviting her to spend Christmas at Sandringham before she marries Prince Harry. The star, 36, will spend the festive period at Her Majesty's private estate in Norfolk, even though Kate Middleton was only asked after she walked down the aisle with Prince William in 2011. The Queen's invitation to the US-born actress is further evidence of the royal family's warm welcome for her ahead of the couple's May wedding at Windsor Castle. Meghan, who will take British citizenship and get baptized by the Church of England before the wedding, will also attend the Christmas Day service at St. Mary Magdalene Church, Sandringham. She and Harry, 33, who are now living together in a two-bed cottage in the grounds of Kensington Palace, will also take part in the traditional walk to Mass by the entire royal family. Confirming the news today, a Kensington Palace spokesman said, "You can expect to see the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, Prince Harry and Ms Markle at Sandringham on Christmas Day." Harry and Meghan have chosen a more intimate setting to marry rather than the vast Westminster Abbey or St. Paul's Cathedral. The stunning 15th-century Gothic St. George's Chapel is set in the lower ward of the Queen's beloved Windsor Castle. Steeped in history, it offers Prince Harry and Meghan Markle a slightly more intimate venue for their nuptials, but one that is still appropriately grand for a royal wedding. It usually holds around 800 guests compared with the 2,000 capacity of Westminster Abbey, where the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge wed in 2011. With the Queen now 91 and the Duke of Edinburgh 96, the choice will be especially convenient for Harry's aging grandparents, who spend a great deal of time at home in the castle. Located within the castle's grounds and surrounded by the Horseshoe Cloisters and the Henry VIII Gate, the venue will also provide the royal family with a certain amount of privacy on the day of the wedding. Harry was also christened in the chapel in December 1984 when he was 3 months old, which, according to Church of England rules, means he can also marry there. The Prince and Miss Markle's reception could be held in the castle's 180 feet, 55 meters, long St. George's Hall, traditionally used for glittering state banquets. The vast hall had to be restored following the devastating fire at the castle in 1992. The chapel, with its intricately carved stonework, magnificent fan-vaulted ceiling and beautiful stained glass windows, has seen many royal weddings and funerals. The last royal wedding was for Harry's cousin, Peter Phillips, son of the Princess Royal, who married Canadian Autumn Kelly in 2008. Harry's father, the Prince of Wales, and stepmother, the Duchess of Cornwall, had their televised religious blessing there in 2005, after their civil ceremony down the road in Windsor's Town Hall. In 1999, Harry's uncle, the Earl of Wessex, married Sophie Rhys-Jones, now the Countess of Wessex, at St. George's. Royal newlyweds and their families traditionally pose for photographs afterwards on the vast West Steps, as Harry and his new bride are certain to do. It has been the setting for many historic funerals, including the Queen Mother's private committal service following her Westminster Abbey funeral in 2002, and in the same year, Princess Margaret's small, private funeral. The funeral of the Queen's father, King George VI, took place at St. George's in 1952. Like Westminster Abbey, the chapel is known as a royal peculiar, with the Dean of Windsor responsible only to the sovereign. The church, a place of worship for the Queen and her family, is often at the heart of royal events, with the Windsors gathering there each year for Easter services, and in the past for occasions such as the service to mark the Duke of Edinburgh's 90th birthday. Within the chapel are the tombs of 10 sovereigns, as well as George VI, the remains of Edward IV, Henry VI, Henry VIII and his third wife Jane Seymour, the beheaded Charles I, George III, George IV, William IV, Edward VII and George V also rest there. Construction of the chapel was started in 1475 by Edward IV, and completed under Henry VIII in 1528. It is the chapel of the Order of the Garter, the senior order of chivalry in England, established in 1348 by Edward III. Each year in June, royals who are knights and ladies of the Garter process in carriages from the state apartments down the hill to the chapel for the traditional Order of the Garter ceremony. They dress in their Garter robes, heavy blue velvet capes and black velvet hats with elaborate white ostrich plumes. On each side of the choir are the 15th-century beautifully carved stalls of the knights and ladies of the Garter.